treat. What the f*** is that, dude? What?
You hear that like alarm or something like that when it's dude. It's supposedly a thunderstorm, and you see these lasers coming down. Then you hear that like alarm or something like that. Big explosion.
What? That's it. That's it. That's it. Big explosion. Explosion. Holy. Holy guys.
You hear it in the background? And then a big explosion. That's directed energy. That's not normal. It's not light. It's not natural lightning. It's green. It's a fucking laser. Now, I don't know where this is, but I have something to share with you concerning what happened a couple of days ago. Look at this. You hear that?
What the f***?
What the hell? You see that? Of course, they do it during a thunderstorm that they more than likely created, and then they want to add their own lightning, which is directed energy weaponry, which is lasers. All right, now you saw that, right? That's an attack. A couple nights ago, let's say, well, I think it was like Tuesday morning, about 1 o'clock to 1:10. Minding my own business, you know. All of a sudden, and I don't scare easily, but this startled the bejesus out of me. I'm in my apartment, and I hear, like, let's pretend there's a big machine above, right? And could just force air out of it so powerful that not only would it make a boom sound, but it'll seem like it's coming from right over you, and just rattle your apartment, rattle the home and all that. It was felt here, all right? It was something I've never, ever experienced before. So I thought this was weird. I got spooked. I went outside, opened the door. Is this a freak, weird, geoengineered, chemtrailed, suddenly a thunderstorm out of the blue like this? And that weird crap? Nothing. It didn't have the thunderstorm like you see with the laser there. But in that video I just showed you, I believe something did explode. They said there was an explosion. Well, I tried to search for answers. I posted a video online about it, when it happened, and I didn't really see any that day. The next 24 hours, I didn't see any posts or anything like that. No one making a big deal about it, right? That should have woke up the whole fucking neighborhood. It should have woke up the whole neighborhood. It didn't. It didn't. They were fast asleep. This shook the house. This shook my apartment. This shook the fucking whole. I can't even speak for my neighbor. It shook the property as far as I'm concerned. All right. And so I go to see if is anybody waking up. Is anybody coming out of the house going, "What the hell just happened?" Nobody. Isn't that weird? That's very weird. But it was strong. Okay. Now, roll forward a couple of days later because I did a follow-up video, and then someone said, "Oh, it was a transformer." It was a transformer. Okay. Where was this transformer at? I mean, I'm not a transformer explosion. I don't know how powerful, how much force an exploding transformer gives. But I would like to ask you guys out there in BitChute land, because you guys, when it comes to stuff like this, you guys are more experts than anybody else. When it comes to, I know that. But I'm asking anybody in general, how powerful, if a transformer went out, exploded out of the blue at 1 o'clock to 1:10 in the morning. How powerful is that explosion that I could go outside when it happens? Outside. I don't see any fires anywhere. I don't hear any alarms anywhere. I should be able to, if it was somewhat local, I should be able to hear an alarm or see some kind of something, evidence that a transformer not too far off from here exploded. Exploded, as John Hagee would say. He likes to say exploded. Such wasn't the case. So I asked this person who said there was a transformer, where at? No answer. I don't think it was a transformer. I really don't. I don't. I don't know what it was, but I think it's funny business. Now, what do you think? Let's say if a transformer exploded 5 miles away, obviously I wouldn't be able to see the fire because it's 5 miles away from it. I wouldn't be able to hear the alarm 5 miles away if there's an alarm attached to that or somehow. Warning, Will Robinson, transformer explosion. I wouldn't be able to detect that or hear that. But would I be able to feel the force of that? And if I could feel that far away, what would that force do to buildings nearby? Wouldn't it blow out windows and stuff? None of that. Not that I know of. That's weird. Very weird. And no, I wasn't as much as I film, I wasn't filming at the time. God forbid if I just put down the cell phone or tablet or whatever and not film something. But what do you think? It was extremely powerful. I thought, I thought it was like picture a big fucking tree, timber falling on your roof, just boom. It was like that, but yet no tree fell. I went out and looked all around. No tree fell. That mighty strange, but so was that video. They're still up to with the lasers and stuff like that. It's unbelievable where we're at. But what do you think? About the force of it? How powerful is this explosion of a transformer? And wouldn't it cause immediate devastation around it if I could feel it way away? I don't know how many miles it was away. Everyone was still asleep here. They were asleep. Nobody came out. Very few, let's just say very few 911 calls were made. Very few, like 30 something. I don't even know. It was like a handful. I would think a lot of people like, oh, what the was that? Not many. I wonder what the hell really did go on. Someone said DUMBs, deep underground military bases. I don't know. I didn't feel it coming from the ground like an earthquake type. It felt like, to me, it felt like coming from above. I'm going to leave it with that. That's it. I got a long shock treatment. Well, I got the traditional format video in the works right now with fast read headlines. Hopefully that'll be up tomorrow. There's a lot going on. So there's that. Don't be a troll out there. I saw him pitch you. It was lost a subscriber. It's unbelievable where we're at, but this is the world we live in. Clown world. I am oot.